Hello everybody and welcome back to the Son of the Morning Comics channel. Thought I'd do something a little bit different today. Thought I would just pull out a whole bunch of really cool classic cover art that I like and just share it with you. By no means are these necessarily my favorites. I just sort of started flipping through some boxes, pulling out some stuff that I thought was real cool to look at. This is here, we're looking at Marvel Zero. This is, I guess, the prequel to the Marvel series by Alex Ross and Kurt Busiek. Absolutely fantastic art here. You see the Green Goblin throwing one of his little pumpkin bombs at Spider-Man. The realism of Alex Ross's art is absolutely spectacular. And I could show you every single cover from that series. You'd be equally as amazed. But for today, we'll just do two of them. The second one being the Silver Surfer with the reflection of the Human Torch on his chest and torso. Another absolutely gorgeous drawing. Can't say enough about how much I really like Alex Ross. So then we will take it back a few years as we get Tales of Suspense number 65. Hold on here. So great action shot here. As you can see, it's kind of split in two. We have Captain America, who is being accosted by his old foe, the Red Skull. I believe this might be the first Silver Age appearance of the Red Skull. And of course, this wonderful cover here was, of course, drawn by Jack Kirby. This issue here, number 65, very interesting. Like I said, I love the action shot with the Red Skull on the top and Boy Wonder Bucky Barnes. And I also like the fight down here between old goofy looking Iron Man and the more modern Iron Man that we're used to seeing. So just a very cool cover. Wanted to share that with you. And our next book here is Strange Tales 138. This is at the point where Strange Tales had stopped being stories of Doctor Strange and the Human Torch, and instead Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., has entered. Love this action shot. Classic shot of Nick Fury. He's got what's likely Hydra agents shooting at him at point blank, but Nick Fury just seems fine. Gotta love that. Next we have Fantastic Four number 112. I know it's kind of annoying that it's very sunny out, so some waves are showing up, but what can you do? Love this cover. Love black covers in general. Got the Hulk versus the Thing. This is not the first time the Hulk versus the Thing have squared off, I believe. Or actually, I know. The first time was in FF12 and then again in Fantastic Four number 25. Absolutely love this action cover here. The Thing and the Hulk. Enough said. This cover was, of course, done by John Buscema and Frank Giacolia. And absolutely love it. Think this is something that just about anybody could be happy about owning. Up next here we have Journey into Mystery number 108. Just a really cool action sequence. Jack Kirby, of course, drew this as well. And as much as I just said I love black covers, I also really love yellow covers as well. Love the way Thor's drawn here. Love the way Loki's drawn here. Just overall, just a fantastic cover. And up next we have another brilliant cover by Jack Kirby, a Fantastic Four, number 84. Now, this one here has Dr. Doom in the background. Love the whole Dr. Doom lauding over the cityscape sort of thing. And I think it's really cool that they're running away from him. Dr. Doom can be quite menacing. So, good stuff there. Really love this cover as well. And next we got some more FF number 72. Love Silver Surfer covers. Can't get enough of Silver Surfer covers. Was debating which one to use for this video. Whether to go with this or FF number 50, which I also absolutely love. But I love the contrast with the red background with the Watcher and the Skyrider of the Spaceways flying through. So another great job there, of course, by Jack Kirby. And why not keep running with the Kirby theme? Just a fantastic cover here with Dr. Doom as the centerpiece. You got all the FF flying around. Dr. Doom, of course, being quite the villain. Silver Surfer streaking across the top. Gotta love this art on this book. The next entry here is actually a Neil Adams cover. We're looking at X-Men number 58. This would be the first appearance of Havoc. Love the contrast with the blue background and the orange Havoc causing havoc, as you can see with the other X-Men sort of trapped in his whirlwind there. Very cool cover. Really liked when Neil Adams did covers for the X-Men. And now you're looking at an absolutely fantastic cover by Jim Steranko. X-Men 51. Look how wonderful and colorful everything is here. Gotta love this cover. This is just one that I saw a picture of and I coveted it. I need it, and now I have it. And again, another gorgeous cover by Jim Steranko, this time X-Men number 49. This book being the first appearance of Polaris. God, I just absolutely love the use of space in this. You got the cool X-Men logo that I'm always a fan of. Angel streaking across the top, and then you have your action sequence in the bottom. There's a lot to look at, but it's not overly busy. Really love Steranko's art. This is just a great example of it. And this, honestly, here, X-Men 33, this might be one of my favorite X-Men covers. We got a very menacing Juggernaut, and this one, of course, done by Gil Kane, the cover anyway, by Gil Kane, John Romita, and Werner Roth. Fantastic cover. Love the colors on it. Gotta love Juggernaut, especially looking like that. Very cool book. And here we're looking at X-Men 18. This one's definitely got the sun's affecting that. So, I love this cover. Great shot of Magneto. Cover was done by Werner Roth. This is just a great shot of Eric Lencher just taking it to Iceman. I also, hard to see here, I also really love in the Silver Age the covers when they had the faces along the sides, sometimes on both sides. It's an aesthetic that I really like, and I just have always thought is really cool. Just a really cool cover there. And here is X-Men number 20. Also a cover I really like. Any chance that I get to see the goofy looking original X outfits in prominence like that, I always find that a little fun. I also like on the bottom here how you have Magneto and Professor X, and it's letting us know that in this story we're gonna find out how Charles lost the ability to walk. Very cool cover. Love some of these old X-Men covers, can you tell? Up next we got Journey into Mystery. number 122. Love this cover because it prominently features Odin on it. Don't see as much of that. Got a kind of a scared or surprised looking Thor as Odin is about to be attacked. Yeah, I'm not concerned about the Allfather. I think he'll be okay. Jack Kirby, great job on the cover. And here you're looking at another absolutely fantastic cover. This one by Jack Kirby and John Romita. Just love the action sequences going on in the background, the contrast with the blue and then the white silhouette of Galactus with Thor flying through the center with Mjolnir. Absolutely love this cover. Quite topical as currently in the Thor comic series he's dealing with Galactus, but absolutely love this thing. Thought it was super cool. It's not even in the range of stuff that I collect, but when I see a cover like that I have to have it. Here we have Avengers number 19, this cover by Jack Kirby and Don Heck. The Coming of the Swordsman. I believe this, they actually just, I don't know if it was in the last week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, released a facsimile reprint of this issue. It's a very cool issue. Very cool drawing of the swordsman there. As I mentioned earlier, I like it when we have side headshots of characters. Got Cap and Hawkeye on one side and the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver on the other. Also like the color scheme starting from red to orange and then showing just the ground with the buildings there in the background. Very cool cover, very much a fan of that. And here we have Avengers number 23, cover by Kirby and John Romita. Another great action shot. I love it when there is covers that have a big menace in the background and then your heroes are a regular size. Same thing again. That's the sun doing all of that. Great action shot. It's got down here you've got that classic Kirby movement. With Cap, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, and Quicksilver. Like the title as well, Once an Avenger. And then the following issue, cover done by Jack Kirby, Avengers number 24. You got a very cool shot here of the Avengers of same guys as before. We got Cap, Quicksilver, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch are all being surrounded and attacked. Really, really like that cover a lot. Next, you're looking at the Marvel feature number 1 presents the Defenders. This is the first appearance of the Defenders. Wonderful Neil Adams artwork on this book. Looks like the Hulk's jumping right at you out of the page. Gotta love the Submariner flying there in the background and Doctor Strange doing his thing. It's a very cool series, I believe, or actually I know, before they started the actual Defenders series, Marvel feature 1, 2, and 3 were the original Defenders story. They've had a lot of different characters come and go, but these would be the originals. Kudos to Neil Adams for this fantastic cover. Another fantastic, no pun intended, Fantastic Four cover by Jack Kirby, this being number 39. Same thing as before, trying to make it so that those waves go away for you, but similar to the previous Doctor Doom cover that I had showed where he was lauding over a village, this time lauding over New York with the Fantastic Four and the Daredevil running away from them. This is absolutely one of my favorite covers of all time. I think it's wonderful in every way. Good job, Jack. And this is the Mighty Thor number 133. Jack Kirby did the inks as well on this, or the pencils, whatever. And this is, if you hadn't noticed, this would be Ego the Living Planet of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 fame. Just a fantastic cover. I think Kirby did a great job drawing Ego. It's I love the purple background. It mixes well with the face on the planet. Not quite the face that we saw in the movie, but hey, what can you do? They can't do everything exactly the same. And here we have Avengers number 44, cover by John Buscema. Absolutely cool cover with lots of characters. There's clearly a fight going on. Welcome to the wonderful world of Marvel Madness. Clearly you can see there's madness. It looks like Cap and the crew have their hands full in this one. Next, we'll take a look here at Avengers number 10, another cover entry from Jack King Kirby. This one being The Avengers Are Breaking Up. Ooh, I think they'll end up okay. What do you think? But a great cover. Up next here is Amazing Spider-Man number 63, cover by John Romita. Now, I love this cover. We got the double vultures with the Spidey symbol there on the ground in front of them. Think it's awesome. I realized that I didn't really pull out too many Amazing Spider-Man books to show, but hey, there's always next time. But great art here. I love the black background, as I've mentioned earlier. Think it's really cool with the Spidey logo or face on the ground in front of the vultures. Very, very cool stuff. Our next cover here is by Dan Adkins. This is Doctor Strange number 169. This is the first in the Doctor Strange titled series. It took over from Strange Tales after number 168 and led into this series. I absolutely love this cover. I don't think that there's anything not to like about it. Just cool stuff. Had to show it. Okay, not the best condition in the world, but still some absolutely awesome early X-Men Jack Kirby art. This, of course, being number 11. Very cool stuff. We've got the introduction of the Stranger, who's there to menace the to menace the X-Men. And I just really like this cover, even though it's on the low grade side, we'll say. Still love it. Next up, we got more Jack Kirby, another Fantastic Four book here. This time we're looking at number 45, the first appearance of the Inhumans. I just really love this foreground shot of the FF. I think it's great. And then you just sort of get the little tiny little bit in the background of the trouble to come. You can see I like even how Medusa's hair is flying all over the place there. Really like the background with the stars. I think everything on this cover just works perfectly. And here you're looking at one of my absolute favorite covers of all time. Probably my favorite cover by Jim Steranko of all time. The darn sun again is ruining just how beautiful this thing is to see. And the condition of this book is absolutely remarkable if you could see it in person. Just absolutely love the background with the moonlight and the memorial to Cap. It's absolutely fantastic. Love this cover. If you ever see it, I would pick it up just for how cool it looks. Up next here we got Strange Tales 101. This issue being the first issue that it went from being odd different stories to be superhero focused, starting here with the Human Torch, would later go on to include Doctor Strange and Nick Fury. But I really like this cover here. Obviously not the greatest shape in the world, but hey, what can you do? Sometimes with these keys you gotta get what you can get your hands on. but definitely a fan. Definitely cool. It was definitely an interesting change from the original Strange Tales, turning it over to Jack Kirby to do this. Later on went to Steve Ditko as well. Next on the docket is Prince Namor the Submariner #1. A very hot book currently. Of course, there's all sorts of rumors of him showing up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I absolutely love this cover. I love the blue background. I love the action shots in the background, and then just the very stoic shot there of Namor, I think, is absolutely fantastic. For this one, the art there was done by John Buscema and Frank Giacola. Is it Giacola or Giacoya? I don't know. Somebody correct me. I'm not sure. Great book. Super cool cover. Next one here's a little bit different. This is Marvel Preview Magazine. Marvel Preview presents Star-Lord. I believe this is the first issue in this series. Or no, it's the 4th issue in this series. But this is the first appearance of Peter Quiller's Star-Lord. He looks a little bit different. The book on the inside is black and white. The art's still good, but I absolutely love this shot here. You know, he stalks the galaxies, one man on a mission of cosmic vengeance. Super cool. I just love the way I love the background, the blue with the other colors, sort of pastels intermixed there with a planet in the background and him just sort of soaring past it. Really liked that, wanted to show that to everybody. And of course here you're looking at X-Men 101, the start of the Phoenix arc. This was part 1 of 3. Of course, story brilliantly written by Chris Claremont with the art by Dave Cockrum and Frank Chiaramonte. Now, absolutely love this cover. What's not to love? You got the Dark Phoenix rising there. Absolutely phenomenal arc, one of the best in Marvel Comics history. Probably did a lot to save the X-Men, as they weren't the most popular superhero team. They had started to gain some traction since the Giant X-Men #1, and then starting with the new stories again at 94, but I think this is really what got things going for them. Beautiful cover. You got Jean Grey in her Phoenix mode, and of course you have an absolutely frightened Cyclops, Storm, and Nightcrawler. It's worth a read. If you can't get the book itself, I would try to find it in a reprint form so you could read that story arc. It's really great. It has, of course, been tried in a couple of different movies to varying success, but nevertheless, the comic itself is great. Gosh darn sun getting in the way of a beautiful comic. Next up, we get Fantastic Four #5. Of course, art done by Jack Kirby, story by Stan Lee. This one being ultra important because it would be the first appearance of Doctor Doom. Now, clearly, this isn't the greatest condition comic that anyone's ever seen, but if you're in the know, you know that with this particular book, that doesn't really matter. Once again, the sun is obstructing some of the beauty of green-faced Doctor Doom. Just a super cool cover. Doctor Doom's hiding there, and with all of their powers, they can't get at him. Kudos, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, for bringing Doctor Doom into the world for us. Okay, what you are looking at here is Silver Surfer #4. This is probably one of my actually, this might just be my favorite cover of all time. It is absolutely beautiful. The cover was done by John Buscema, and it's not a very busy cover, which is something that I like. I like the background. I like this cosmic purple stuff going on in the background. Love the shot here of the Silver Surfer attacking Thor on the Rainbow Bridge outside of Asgard. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know how much better it can get than this. This is such an iconic cover. I even have a fridge magnet of this cover in my kitchen. So absolutely love it. Silver Surfer number 4. This was of course a giant size issue. That's why the price was at 25 cents. Love it. And finally we come to Fantastic Four number 52, the first appearance of the Black Panther. This one of course by Jack Kirby and story by Stan Lee. Now this is one of my favorite comics that I own. I know it's hard to tell here, especially with the sun waves that obstruct things a little bit, but I can tell you that from everybody I've talked to, everyone I've shown this book to, this is the nicest copy of Fantastic Four 52 that anybody has ever held in their hands. I've gotten estimates from people that they think it would grade anywhere between a 9 and a 9.4, which would make it extraordinarily valuable. But I don't like graded books. I like raw books. I'm happy with it. And I'm happy to have what everyone I've talked to says is the best version of this book they've ever seen. The only thing that really sticks out about it that's major would be the date stamp here. And as time has gone by, we've all started to find out that the date stamp doesn't really matter as much. Now, what's so cool about this cover, besides the fact that it's one of my favorites that I own? Very cool shot here of the torch flying away. We've got all sorts of cool tech in the background, which fits in with both the Black Panther and the Fantastic Four. And just an absolutely cool shot of the Black Panther. I don't know if he's supposed to be jumping over a silhouette in the sun or in the moon. Whatever it is, it just looks darn cool to me. So, absolutely love this book. It's my favorite one that I own. Not my favorite cover, as I said. That's Silver Surfer number 4, but this is my baby right here. And obviously, today we only looked at some Marvel stuff. Now, I certainly didn't pull out all of my Marvel stuff, but pulled out some stuff for you guys to look at. I'm a little upset I only pulled out one Amazing Spider-Man, but hey, there's always next time. This is by no means everything that I have. This was just me randomly flipping through boxes and pulling stuff to show you. Like I said, this has been all Marvel. In the future, we'll do one with DC. And as well, we'll probably do multiple, actually, more than one with DC, more than one with Marvel. There's lots of great cover art out there. I'm a huge fan of cover art. I think it's one of the coolest things around. And don't get me wrong, I like the art on the inside as well, but I just, there's something about that pop cover art that just, it hits me in the right spot. So anyway, thank you for joining me here on the Son of the Morning Comics channel. If you're enjoying this content, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can hear about when a new video comes out, and hit that like button. Everything helps. Your comments are much appreciated at the bottom. Of course, I would prefer if everyone would be nice to each other. If you want to make fun of me, I got a thick skin, have at her. See you next time.